In this video, I'll be showing how I made a minimalist poster frame. This is the wall in our living room just above my desk. It's a bit of a blank slate, and we thought that the poster we bought from Canada of Lake Rosseau would be a great fit. We just needed a frame. For tools and materials for this project, I used a set of clamps, a measuring tape, some copper pieces, a drill, a hammer, some thin rope, a jigsaw, wood pieces, some loop hooks, a nail, some painter's tape, sandpaper, wood glue, and a speed square. For this process, I first started measuring the poster that we had. I laid it on the floor and just took the width measurement. I then measured the wood pieces we had bought and made sure that they were just a little bit longer than the width measurement of the poster. I then went to our utility room, which is kind of my work room, and set everything up. I'm using this kind of workmate bench as a table for now. So I marked it with a speed square first. And then I used a jigsaw to cut the piece to length. I made sure the measurement was correct, and then it was just rinse and repeat for the other three pieces. I needed a light sand, so I just chose some 180 grit sandpaper and just sanded all of the surfaces and edges of each of the pieces. Now to put the wood pieces in place. So taking them to the poster, I found the pieces I wanted to have front and back and top and bottom, and then just tried to align them as best I could. I made sure there was a bit of an overhang on the top to attach the other piece, and then just put a dab of wood glue in place to hold that corner while I got the other side sorted out. These little clamps that I bought from B&Q came in super handy. They're tiny, but they have a lot of force. Now I just smoothed out the other side, made sure that the overhang was the same on this one for the top of the wood, and then just put a dab of glue in that corner as well, and then let it set. For attaching the kind of top and bottom wood pieces, or the front and the back, I laid down a line of wood glue and then just spread it around with my finger. And then I could place the top piece of wood on top of the bottom one, and then just making sure that the edges of both were flush with each other and that the top was flush with the top of the back one. And then I just used my little handy dandy clamps from B&Q and just to hold that in place. Now, because the pieces were so long, I was a little worried about them not having enough clamping pressure in the middle. So I just added a piece of painter's tape just to give it that extra little bit of support. Now with that all done, I cut a little slit in the copper piece to act as a hanger. And then my husband screwed in some of these little loop hooks for me. And then I just tied around a bit of jute cord or twine cord, whatever you want to call that, just to hang the frame off of that copper piece. And with this last knot, the frame is complete. So we just had to figure out how to hang it. I had my handy dandy assistant, husband Sam, driving a nail, and then I hung the copper piece and hung the twine off of there. And that's the project done. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. When I first saw this poster on a wall in a store, it had something similar holding it up. And I'm just so impressed with myself that I was able to figure out how to make it for myself and then add little touches of my own with that twine and the copper piece. This is such a nice reminder of home. I love smattering little bits of Canada throughout my Irish home, and this is one of the first ones that I've done. Lake Rosseau has such amazing memories for me and my husband, and it's just a beautiful piece of Canada, so I love that I have a little bit of it on my wall. I'm hoping to do some more projects in the future, both creative and also just kind of straight up home reno as we kind of make this place our own. I'll be filming them and putting them up here for you guys to see. So if you have any suggestions of what I should do next, then please let me know. And then if you have any questions about this project in particular, I'd love to hear that too. So feel free to leave a comment and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.